Still alive, something tells me that I saw on the horizon is your doing. How'd you manage that?
It's a long story. One that I'd rather only tell once.
Right. All hands on deck, then.
Is this everyone? As I'm sure you've all guessed, the crystal which now commands the eastern skies was summoned by Ultima. He called it Origin. Though the significance of that name is as yet unclear.
What does it matter what it's called? Its emergence tore Twinside asunder and wiped my homeland from the map.
Mention of the Dominion spires can be found in the oldest of Valisthean records. But to the best of my knowledge, none provide any hint as to their true nature. That they would prove the horns of some slumbering demon. Well...
The Dominion's demise was at least quick. Elsewhere, the Republican army cannot hope to contain the chaos engulfing Randalar. Canva is in flames, and the Empire.
Our allies are crying out for answers. I've sent the Cursebreakers to give them what assurances we can, but right now that amounts to fuck all.
They wouldn't be able to stop what the skies have started in any case. People here and across the realm grow sicker with every passing day.
Could it be that this new Mother Crystal is like the others? That it draws upon the land's ether? It certainly looked that way from Stonehere.
If that were true, it would explain the hastening spread of the Blight since the crystal's appearance. Would it not?
And as the land's ether slowly rises to the surface, it pools, corrupting all who cannot channel its energies. Archay above, ether floods below, and in the middle, here we languish, hopelessly entrapped.
It's all right. When we faced him at Stonehere, Ultima told us his true power quickens in the halls of Origin. Needless to say, we cannot allow that to continue. If we are to stop him, we will have to find a way into the crystal.
How are we going to manage that then? It's up in the sky. And fast as she is, the Enterprise can't fly.
It's a lot to take in, and I reckon we'd all benefit from some time to clear our heads. The answer will come to us. Don't you worry. Ain't that right, Clive?
Right. That's right.
Well, go on then. Bugger off. Same goes for you, Clive. You won't solve anything like this. Trust me. Go and get some fresh air, eh?
Thank you. Joshua seemed upset.
There is much to consider.
Ultima may have created us, but he doesn't make us who we are. Only we can do that. And if he would have us fight for our survival, so be it. It's what we've been doing all along.
Much like Ultima himself, it would seem. His new world being naught but a means to survive. And so, we must contend to decide which of us shall inherit the land. Should Ultima prevail, it will mean death for us all. Of that, we can be certain. But even should he fail, what world awaits us? A withered, godless place, where our newfound freedom will most like prove a chain in itself.
Well, that may be. But a chain can always be broken. As long as one has the will to break it. It won't be easy. It may take generations. Centuries of suffering. And that is, if everyone plays their part. But it will happen. And when it does, it will be on our terms. That is the world that awaits us.
Indeed. And what better world could one wish for?
But first, we have to reach that crystal.
Then it's a good thing I have wings.
You can barely stand, let alone fly. And only the Founder knows what horrors await in those skies. You certain about this?
Am I certain? I am the Phoenix. I will do what I must. This is our fight. Remember?
All right. I yield. But only what you must, yes? I'm still your sworn shield.
That you are.
And what of my wings? Lest you forget, you go to stand against a god. I would not have you succumb to fatigue before the fight begins. Ifrit, your brother mentioned that some few of the dominants who had lost their power to you were still able to prime. Is that true?
It is. But their icons no longer submitted to their will.
Then mine will have to be stronger. That you both might save your strength for the battle to come.
You don't have to do this.
If you do, there's a chance you might lose all you have left.
And what have I but regret? My life ended in the Dominion. I fear death no more. Besides, I would have words with Ultima. He has much to answer for.
We are in your debt, Dion.
We can speak of debts when this is over.
He speaks like a man who knows he's not coming back. And has come to terms with that.
That doesn't mean that we have to, does it, Clive?
Time to talk to Jill. I only hope she understands.
Come to wish on a star.
That might not be such a bad idea. This is it, Jill. You know what I have to do. Why I have to do it. There's no turning back now. This is where our journey was leading us. Where it will end, for better or worse.
I could pray to Metia for you. But you'll be all right, won't you, Clive? You always are.
I did promise we'd watch the moon together.
I'll be waiting.
It's almost time. Something tells me this is no mere...
First the skies, then the crystal.
Vivian, and I'd be happy to help you.
Thank you, Clive. But tracking it down will...
Please, it's only right.
You are too kind. Alas, what I ask of... I spoke with Harpocrates to see if he had any inkling.
If you say so.
Forgive me, but this book... It set me...
Harpocrates. I've been charged with locating a book.
Then you seek a rare gem in one whose name I have not.
Right as always. But she didn't seem keen.
And yet I gather it did naught to dissuade her. Clive, if I fear she asks the impossible.
The executors.
Coveters of secrets. One such text being the tome Vivian's, a tale which could overturn, or so rumor has it. I've never actually read the thing, or even said I...
How is it that I haven't heard of this organization?
Why? Secrecy. They lurk in the shadows.
Which would explain why Vivian's
by the hand.
But what drives them?
Fine question. Sadly, all that is known of you may just as soon ask...
Then my hunt was doomed. What was Vivian expecting?
Not from thin air, no. Rumors of the executors are rife, but rather less so. I had a friend in the alas, but though if you were by some chance...
Very well. I'll be sure to pay Garnet.
Ready, go? Fly, Ambrosia.
Thanks, Gal. The entire village looks abandoned. Now, which house would a bookworm live in? This is a Royal Army logbook. Did he take this from a local barracks? This is it. But if what it says is true, I need to get this back to the hideaway.
Leaving so soon, stranger? We've been watching you. From a distance, so to speak.
Subtle. I know who you are.
Then we need not waste time on hand me the book. Leave it in our care and return.
Your care?
That is not my decision, but by one means or another.
Then I'll have to politely... I won't let you erase our history.
Then we find ourselves at an impasse. Very well. The book can just as easily be pried from your dead hand.
Impressive. But we have other means. We shall claim the book yet.
Why do you want it so badly anyway?
It lays out in no uncertain terms the vanity and avarice of mankind. It tells the shameful history of the persecution and oppression of a gifted few by a giftless many. Would you say that this interpretation was correct?
I don't know.
You don't know. Your sword may be sharp, but your wits are dull. So let me answer for you. There is no correct interpretation of history. That a series of events took place may be proved beyond a doubt. But there can be no single, immutable explanation. It is a question of number. If enough people believe that a set of events occurred for a reason, that belief becomes the truth.
So you're trying to control the truth?
We are trying to protect people from themselves, from knowledge that would bring them naught but pain. That is all. You may keep the book. The world is small. Until then.
Wait. Damn it. Let's get this back to Vivian.
Help me, boy. All yours, Torgal.
Vivian, I found it.
Even though I asked this of you, I fear the executors had seen.
I met with one of these, and I convinced him to let me. He told me something, that the truth is just a matter of collect, and that if enough people believe a lie...
It does, but it also means that the truth is not immutable. That it can be changed, provided that those who wish to change it can convince enough people that has the sad history of...
You said that the book inspired you to...
It did. She was a heretic, you see. A gallows stood ready for her in every corner of the realm. And by shunning society, or perhaps being shunned by it, she stumbled upon a truth I, too, have always felt somehow set apart. She taught me that my solitude, and that, though my journey...
Do you still feel that way?
Honestly, I'm not entirely sure anymore. Perhaps the result of studying mankind from a rather... But the more I study, the more I find... So if you'll permit me, I'd like to remember Clive. Give the men and women...
I'll try, Vivian.
How may I help you today, Clive? You earned this. Come again. I may have more for you.
Clive! Anything catch your eye?
A fortress? And who'll pay for that?
I would speak with this Duke.
Saw the captain just now. Your town needs you.
Do you have a moment, Clive?
What is it?
It's the Duke, unsurprisingly. The town was left, and though my dear... So I was wondering if you would let...
Of course.
Thank you, Clive. Philippe told me he had...
Where can I find the Miss...
Here, my lady. To whom do I have the pleasure?
My name is Sabine, and it is my displeasure to be the daughter of the Duke of Oriflamme. However, I wish to speak to you about what might...
Very well. I trust you'll forgive...
Absolutely.
Please.
As you know, my father is a most overbearing... Indeed, I owe for continuing to ask, yet I fear he is not one to... He must be made to face the
And who would make him do that?
I would. Myself and several other like-minded... Were you to join us...
Does that not seem a trifle?
Drastic action is precisely what is... My father would have it, but he is wrong. It is not the people who must serve the Empire, but the Empire who must serve her people. Scornful of the... But he cannot be allowed. We must
fight him. Respectfully, my lady. Our only... While I understand your frustration...
False hope. But I see that your mind... If you will extend me this... I bid you good day.
She certainly has spirit.
Indeed. But unfortunately, which may be enough to seal the fate of this town. This is all about her and her...
Families.
I'm sorry. Yes. But perhaps it's better that you heard them from him.
Right away.
It's just a pity I cannot join you.
What does the dame have to say about all this?
The garrison is threatening to pull their sentries from the markets. Welcome, welcome. Come back again.
He'd have our coin, our stock enough.
So you are content to abandon... Please, I beseech, if you are a true son of Northreach, you must...
That's exactly what I am. Or trying to, at least. The land is cruel.
Even when our true enemy is hiding... Fine. Thank you so much.
She cornered you too.
Could hardly get a word in edge like father.
She made an uninvited appearance at the Vale earlier, hoping to convince the Dame to join her in.
I bet that way. Anyway,
our mutual friend thought you might welcome some.
Oh, right as always. We've had some reports, you see.
They're back.
Seems that way. We haven't been able to confirm anything yet, but...
Right.
You know Grieger's Weep?
I'm on my way.
Thank you, Clive. I'll look into one of the other sightings.
Damn it. The reports were true. I need to stop them before they get to the town.
Odin! You're finished! Let darkness fall!
Clive! Are you all right?
I am. But it seems that I dispatched the few that I...
Well, there's something. But what were they doing south of town? We might be able to fend off an attack from once.
Do you have eyes in the north?
Some. I should probably go and have a look, though. You head back to Northreach. I want...
What do you mean?
Her ladyship's been busy working her magic on the stirring up ill feeling towards her father.
What? This is exactly what the Dame... I'll do what I can to... Be careful out there.
Don't worry, I'm not like...
Do you not see, Father? The people of Northreach have given enough, and only a fool would ask for more.
Listen to me, Sabine. Where would our people be without their country, hmm? The Empire is their sword and their shield. It is she that ensures they can live without fear. And now she teeters on the brink. Without their sword, how will the people fight? Without their shield, how will they protect their kin? Can the unarmed stand against the advancing hordes? No. But there is yet hope. A new shield, a new sword. A new empire. We can rebuild Sanbreque, just as Great Grieger wills it.
Perhaps we could, Father. But we don't want to. Not if it is built on the broken backs of the people.
Please, let us not quarrel in the street. You must see that no good will come of this. Our fight is not with each other, but with the threat that draws ever closer to our gates.
A threat that your sword has yet to rid us of, Your Eminence.
You will hold your tongue, whore! You may have filled my daughter's head with your heresy, but I will not be corrupted.
Corrupted? Your daughter's opinions are her own, as you would know if you had ever deigned to listen to her. At least I hope they are your opinions, and not posturing born of a family feud. Northreach deserves better than that.
Northreach deserves better than you, Carla! Yes, I know who you are. The slut of Twinside who bedded a Brandit.
Jealous, are you? That a woman might choose a bearer over a pious man of Griga.
Clive! I met a swarm of thralls coming south from Oriflamme. Hundreds of them. Too many to count.
No. Work on the fortifications has scarcely begun. We will retreat to Caer Norvent and there make our stand. Did you hear me? That was an order!
While this is but a heartfelt plea, let us make our stand here and protect our homes. Protect those that we love. Together, for Northreach!
You heard the dame. What are we waiting for? Pikemen to the gates. Archers to the roofs. Quickly, come on!
But she is but a common...
whore, yes. And we'd follow her to the gates of hell. The men have their orders. I got them spaced out at regular intervals. Whichever direction the thralls...
Thank you, Philippe. Rest assured the people will play their part. Should any of your men be in...
Thank you, milady.
I'll play my part. You still want for numbers. I only hope I can go some way to evening, Philippe. Can I leave the south in your hands?
Of course. I'll lead a party down that way, so we don't... What about you?
I'll make my way up the road to... I've fought a few of these things.
Well, all right.
Thank you.
You can thank us when...
Till then, madame.
When the fighting begins, we can take ready.
I want steel in the hands of every man.
Run like the wind. This is more like it. Come on, then. Test me. Let's try. Farewell. this one. I needed that. That looks to be the last of them. I wonder how the others fared. Better hurry back to...
Clive.
And you. The road to Oriflamme is... How did you and your men fare?
Well, we ended up fighting for our lives down by the lake. Took a few nicks, but not...
Glad to hear it.
Well, I thank you both for
You were right. And I had thought that the only way to unite the people was that without a strong hand, they would drift apart. But you, brought not by force, nor by the exercise of goddess-given authority, but by simply being one of them.
Our purpose was ever the same, You were merely distracted by a loftier vision of empire.
You have as did you. His radiance said it himself. Sanbreque, I forgot that.
I'm sorry too. I should never have only wanted you to understand how I...
Do not blame yourself, my dear. I should have listened to you.
Your Eminence, your ladyship. I do not doubt that, but I believe the same could be said of us. We all want safety, secure, and we may yet achieve. Will you join us in...
Yes.
Thank you, Your Eminence. Now that that is settled, I must go and see to the wounded. And today there are more...
Madam Isabel, I see.
You're right.
Forgive me for saying so. The dame said it herself. We can turn things around, and that goes for you. You're one of us now.
One of you?
Well said, Captain.
Well, I should see if Isabel...
Can we get you anything?
I saw several soldiers being carried to the Vale.
How goes the treatment of the wound? I'll be happy to man one end of a stretcher. Don't mention it.
Oh, but I must.
Tell me, if Northreach had fallen, you would rather have died here.
It's a long story.
For you, madame, I have all the time in the world.
I was Carla then, so sort of lass. For naive as I was, I fell in love with a bearer. He was my master's after they discovered us, and so we fled. Not that we had anywhere until we found ourselves here. It was the Vale that took us in, that fed us, those that could be healed at least. My love was already too far gone.
He passed away.
He did. Not long after we arrived. But at least we were able to share a few moments of peace before the end. It was the greatest gift I have ever. But the generosity of the men and women of the Vale, though I was still a stranger to. And so I swore that I would always do the same. That I would return the kindness that Northreach showed me. That I would repay my debt to the Vale.
Thank you, Isabel, for sharing this with me.
You're a lot like him, you know. Perhaps that is why I have such a soft spot for you. Never stop fighting, Clive. And I shan't either. I know that it will not be easy to keep Northreach together. But our efforts will be rewarded. The people are all united in defense of this. And what of you? Can we count on your support?
Always.
Here to help me pack? Thanks, but I'll be traveling light. I'm almost finished already, in fact.
You're really going to go through with this, then?
I am. But before I go...
If it's within my power to help...
It's the children. I refuse to let them share in my disgrace. And if I can think of only one place where they are certain to be safe and provided for and loved. The Hideaway.
Of course. The children will be...
Thank you, Clive.
Lubor!
What is it, Ferda?
There's been a flood in the Velcroy. The League of Outlaws and...
What?
Every last one of them.
Bandits are one thing. We need to evacuate. There's no time to... Ferda, gather the men. Well?
Yes, my lord.
Clive, the children stay with me for now. I tell them to prepare...
Understood.
I'll do what I can to convince everyone else. Wish me luck. You have to listen to me. They're coming.
Why do they always have to make such a...
Ah, it's you.
What do you want, Lord Underhill?
To pass on an important message. There's been an ether flood out in the Velcroy. The camp where the so-called League of Outlaws were gathering has been swallowed. They're no longer just bandits. They're Akashic now, and they could be here at any moment. You need to begin preparing for a full-scale evacuation right away.
Oh, do we? And who was it who gave you this disturbing news, might I ask?
Lubor, perhaps? The man spreading the same poison out in the square as we speak.
But why would he lie about something?
Some twisted attempt. If he had not been a great honor, one he might...
Lord Underhill, forgive me. Lubor cannot be trusted.
You may not trust me. But for the sake of your people, if there is any chance that this...
There isn't. You can be certain of that. Now be off with you.
You're making a mistake. It's no use. They're not going to listen to me. We'll just have to do what we can without them. I should speak to Lord Ferda. When did you get so big?
To listen to me. They're coming.
I think we'd better shut up.
What's Lubor raving about now?
Lord Ferda. Cid. I went to warn Conrad and Natalie. They've convinced themselves that nothing Lubor said. The bloody fools. Which means the town guard can't be counted on, but I can. If there's... You only have to ask.
I appreciate it.
Cid! Ferda! I've been looking for you.
Victor?
I couldn't abandon a friend, and Lubor is in need at this very moment.
You have to believe me! The Akashic are coming! They don't eat, they don't sleep, they don't tire, and they don't care who they kill. They're unlike anything that's come before. There won't be no parley, no mercy granted! We may have saved the town once, but this is different. I do not ask that you forgive me, but please believe me. If you do not run, you will die. You will all fucking die!
You'd like that, wouldn't you, bearer?
Yeah, with us out of the way, your kind will be free to claim Dalamil for yourselves. It's you who should run!
Run, bearer!
Yeah, run!
Run!
Far, far away!
Run!
Just go on. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes!
Go!
Come on, then.
Go on! Go!
Just go.
Lubor. Wait. Someone's coming.
Go.
Come on!
Stop! You're hurting him! What did Lubor ever do to you? He solves all your stupid problems and he keeps all of you safe. You know there's nothing he wouldn't do for this town. Who was it who made that cleaver you use every day, Conrad?
And what about your counting table, Natalie? Who fixed that?
Whose men make sure the streets are clean so all your boots don't get dirty?
Who spends all day, every day making sure things run smoothly around here? And none of you ever say thank you. Ever.
But did Lubor ever complain? Well, does he ever stop smiling?
He keeps this whole place going. And you act like he doesn't even exist.
Lubor, we have heard enough.
Wait!
We will not run. The town guard will not abandon the very place it is sworn to protect.
And I will not give up for lost the stores that we labored so hard to fill.
So tell us, how do you propose we deal with these Akashic of yours?
We won't run, but we will fight.
All right, then. Fine. Gather round if you don't want to die.
Allow me to explain the situation. The ether flood occurred near the village of the place had been abandoned. Now they're all turned, and if the scouts report...
They are mindless monsters, driven only by hate, and with the bandits we at least knew how and where they were likely to attack. When these creatures come, the town guard will muster at the north gate. Both forces will provide men to serve as scouts and and as soon as it has been, we will Conrad, can I count on the support of the...
Always.
I leave the selection and coordination of the messengers in your... and the command of our men in yours, Ferda.
Consider it done. As you wish.
Natalie, I would ask that you and your people have the townsfolk and tell the merchants not to waste time securing anything beside... As long as we survive, it doesn't matter. Our riches can be regained. And if anyone doubts that, let it be known that the Briar's Kiss stands...
Very well.
Where do I fit into this plan?
Where else but the most I would like you to travel to the home of our erstwhile League of Out. Main host is most likely still there.
A little gardening.
I doubt.
Luckily, so am I.
So you are. All right then, we all know what we have to do. Now it's simply a matter of doing.
Looks like everyone's ready. There's the flood. But what's waiting for us inside? Can't leave a single one alive. The League is disbanded. I should get back to Dalimil and see how the others fared.
All the Akashic we were able to find have been dealt with. Seems that might be the last of them.
Last of them here, perhaps.
Lubor, Sir Clive has returned.
Clive! What news from Charatina?
It's done. Root and branch.
I knew you wouldn't let me down.
Thank you, my lord.
Friends, the Horde has been driven back. The Akashic have been defeated. And we need not fear the arrival of any more, thanks to Clive. Victory is ours.
We bloody did it!
We saved Dalimil.
Lubor, allow me to apologize. After all you have done for this town, we should never have doubted you.
But we did. And for that we are truly sorry. We only hope that you can forgive us.
We need you, Lubor. Dalimil needs you. So, if you would still like to be considered for the position of mayor, you have our backing.
You do remember that I'm a bearer, don't you?
We do. But that is not a stain on your character. It is a stain on ours. We thought only of what we perceived bearers to be, not what you truly are. The man who saved Dalimil twice over.
I see. But I will only accept your proposal.
Name them.
First, that you will both do everything in your power if the town guard and the unity is the key. When that time comes, I will
Of course.
And you will accept the mistreatment of any bearer within our walls shall be afforded the same rights as they will not be judged by what they are.
As we failed to do.
We agree to your
condition accepted. Well then, it seems my mayorship is all but confirmed. Do I get some sort of special hat? Not so long ago, I had resigned myself to leaving, and now, here.
Lubor.
Fear not. You are, of course, I would sooner face another. I'll make sure that...
I don't doubt that you... And not just the children.
Can't have all your heart.
Good day. Go safely now. Good day. May we meet again.
The bearer of the burning quill is within.
Lord Marquis?
What is it, sir?
One of our brethren lately journeyed. He sent an owl.
Was he surveying another?
No. An ancient religion that by gaining an
And so you sent one of...
Fully cognizant. I entrusted the mission, though he has yet... It seemed only right to inform you of the situation. For as you so earnestly advised me, it would not do...
But Ash is a big place.
Perhaps. The last owl I received from him, Mickleburg was its... It lies in the... If aught ill...
Right.
You are much to go then, with my hopes. And...
Fly, Ambrosia.
This must be Mickleburg. These people aren't turned. And the village seems safe. What is going on?
Ah.
Heed the call. No, to be honest,
Is that...
What are you doing here?
It is my home.
You keep saying that. What do you mean?
They came here to perform the rite. Just as King Barnabas, this village, where they shall
give themselves.
Oh, Lord, let us free us.
They want to be... Forgive me. But did another foreigner, like me, come here? He was probably wearing a cowl. Thank you. They seek the same salvation Barnabas did. At least the third chair is still alive. Let's go and find him. Excuse me. Are you with the Undying?
I am. And so it would appear Lord Rosfield. If I...
That's right. And you must be the third.
I am.
Cyril was worried for your safety.
Then I must apologize. I did not mean to trouble the bearer of the burning quill.
He said that you had failed to report.
I came here to study the followers of this new faith. But the more I learned of them, you have seen them at their prayers. They devote themselves to the veneration of their Lord, with a praying night and day that they might be rid of their wicked wills and reborn in their Saviour's light. Not that they might be granted respite from their worldly woes, but so that they might continue to serve him. Serve him with all of their beings. I, too, swore to devote my life to the service of my Lord and Master, but this... 'tis different. It is more. And so I would see it through to the end. See these people safe, that they might achieve their dream, that they might...
You do understand what that...
I do, my lord. They would cast aside their wills and become... I know that it may be hard to believe, but to these people, that... Forgive me, my lord. But I must... Did you hear that, my lord?
I'll go and find out what.
An ether flood. There must be... Echoes of... Come on. Over here! Stay down! What now?
We meet again. I've killed your kind before. Let's try. Too slow. Nice try.
Damn it!
Don't you die. Come on, speak to me.
I had to save them, that they might have a chance to find true salvation by devoting themselves to the service of their Lord. Just as I did when the Undying plucked me from the gutter and gave me a cause to believe in. A duty to serve was everything to me, and I would not deny them that fulfillment, even if they must become a Kashyyyk in order to achieve it. Forgive me, my Lord Marquis. I did not mean to trouble you with this. My findings. Could you deliver them to Master Cyril for me?
Of course. Your duty will be done.
Look, my lord. They are saved.
They are saved. I should get this reporters.
Here, take a look at my wares. Go safely.
I met... Thank you, Milo. He remained?
He died protecting the villagers from an Ek. I buried him in Mickelberg. I'm sorry that...
If you could not save him...
The villagers, they prayed to their god that they might be Then an ether flood came. Your brother sacrificed himself that they... Even knowing that life...
Then he perished defending... For the right...
Sid would agree.
A noble ambition. To die, it matters not how misguided, only that the decision we live according to the teachings of our order, for better or worse.
But he didn't die for your creed, and you still believe that what he did...
I believe we of the Undying are not slaves, and this was his will.
I'd like to know this man's name, to know the names of all the Undying. They died serving my house. That is my...
Of course, I shall fetch the Book of Martyrs. My lord, the greatest honor of my life, though our duties may differ, and were they here,
And how might I help the garrison today?
Haven't seen any of those. Beastly blue-eyed. Do be careful.
I will.
Faster!
Be safe.
You're the outlaw! The one who drove his highness to madness! On your knees!
He hasn't heard. And it doesn't look like he's willing to listen. I needed that.
It's all your fault!
Damn it. Dion would have been glad to have you back at his side.
There's something about it.
Let's go.
Yeah!
Don't get surrounded. That'll do, girl. Harmon's madness lives on. Rest in peace.
Oh, I wasn't expecting you back. Best of luck out there, Sid.
And how might I help the garrison today?
Haven't seen any of those beastly blue eyes. Do be careful.
I will.
Fly, Ambrosia.
Thanks, Gal. Not another one. Tired of these things. Too slow. Nice try.
To what do I owe the honour? So, will it be? Not bad, if I do say so myself. Anything else?
First the skies.